Okay, welcome back to the case of the missing resin. I don't know where the hell I put it. Driving me nuts. I've been looking for it for about a half hour now. Anyway, I sanded this down, the lip and everything, and then the inside to get it somewhat smooth. I was going to go fiberglass it, but no resin. So I guess I'm going to have to go buy me another one. I don't know where my resin went. It just disappeared on me. Yeah, I've been over by all my paint products here, unless I put it somewhere else. Gone. Disappeared. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to get that other side, or this side done, and then I'm going to bond that one side, or, you know, a little bit of pieces starting on that side. So, I guess I need to go buy more resin. Shoot. I don't know where the heck it went. I wonder if it got accidentally thrown away. I don't know. Could have fell in the trash can or something. Who knows? Anyway, that's what we're going to do. You can kind of see my lip. So going all the way up and around. So we'll fix all that up. Make it look good. Alright, so guess I have to go buy some resin. Oh, holy smokes. Nobody has fiberglass resin. I had to go to 3 different stores. And of course, this is the most expensive place, but whatever. I don't know what's going on. if this ends up missing overnight, then I know I got a gremlin. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fiberglass this up. All right, I know it's a little dark, you can't see it, but I just got the inside lip, and then when it dries, then I'll come and sand it down again, and then I'll use that was it glass bondo glass or whatever it's called. To do the outside and smooth. That way it has that fiberglass resin in it. And I did put the resin, or the fiberglass strands, I put the resin on the outside too, just to kind of give that little extra bond on the outside too. Like I said, I'll come back tomorrow and see if I will put some more fiberglass strands up through here. I don't know, we'll see. So we got it pretty close to where I think we can get away with just the fiberglass bondo. Okay, and then I'll go over to the other side and get that other side started with the lip. Here's kind of a sneak peek of something I'm gonna do. So put a little bit of fiberglass, put plastic down first, and did some fiberglassing on this rear ducktail, as they call them, ducktails. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that, you know, that perfect angle right there, and that's coming later. This is going to be something I'm thinking of. It might turn out good, it might not. So I'm going to make the mold first and go from there. You'll see. You'll see. Might turn out good, might look good, might not. I don't know. Trying to do something a little different since everything's modded on this. I have the front spoiler and everything. I'm going to try and make this a little more, I don't know, kind of make it a little more modern slash mean looking, a little more aggressive looking. So I've got an idea on how to go at this. So we're going to try it. Of course, I might just screw it up. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, we'll let that harden overnight, and we can work on this while we're waiting on like stuff up there. You know, we can kind of make something out of this. Sneak peek later on. Gonna start working on the hood. Just gonna hit it with a good DA real quick. Try to get the big spots. I did order a hood vent that's going to go right through here. I'll kind of show you. I'll throw up a picture right now, and you can kind of see it. So that's kind of what it's going to be. But still, I'm going to sand it down and everything while it's there. They said it's going to take about a month and a half for it to get here. So it'll be a little bit, and but in the meantime, I can still be working on the hood and that. So none of this will be painted right away. So like I said, no big deal. So we're gonna get some of this DA sanding going. Put my mask back on. There we go. Okay, so I take the DA just to get, you know, over the tough, you know, just to kind of buff it up real quick and see if there's any high spots. And then I take a nice flat, I like the hard one, and see how fast that's gonna go. You can just see how much quicker that is. So I like to just kind of scuff the DA over the top, and then that way the second one can just really get in there and grind. And it's funny because see, you can still see the low spot there. So we'll just keep going. The hood paint's actually not bad except for the problem I had up in here and on the other side. The rest of it was pretty clear, and I got that one problem I had down there, so that should be all fixed. So, and it looks like something, I don't know, someone put something on it, or maybe I did, or something got scratched. Oh well. So like I said, we'll sand it down one last time before we paint it and get all the perfections. We're still shaping and trying to get all the major big stuff out. So wow, this hood is in really good shape. It's sanding really good. It's really almost, for the most part, pretty straight. I'm actually pretty surprised. You know, you can feel it. You can kind of see how you're smoothing it out. See how it's grinding down where it's not as flat. But yeah, it's going down really good. I could see somebody did a lot of Bondo work right up in there. But for the most part, it's pretty straight. It gets a little low right through here where it transitions from this hood down in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. You know, it just kind of has that look to it anyway, because if you look, there's kind of this little channel that goes right up over, so that kind of just flows into those areas. So we're going to leave that be. I don't need it flat. So, but yeah, that went really well. I'm going to go ahead and try and wet sand it. That way I can see a little bit better if I'm missing anything with the wet sand. And you know, I can feel it for the most part in my hands, but wet sanding, you can see it better. So yeah, so I'm gonna wet sand the hood a little bit, and with 220, and we'll go from there. See, I can feel it right through here a little bit. So this is why I wet sand. For some reason, when you wet sand, it kind of creates like a little suction. And then you can wipe it down and you can even get a better look. So that's why I like to wet sand. Before I do like a primer or anything. Kind of look and see where all the high and lows are. See, I can feel it right through here. I don't know, can you hear it? Kind of sounds a little more scratchy right through there. See how it gets a little bit smoother right through there, but you can still hear the scratchiness. So on this one, we kind of have to do a cross hatching has to go up and down like this, and forward and back. So we'll do that, and we'll come out. See how you can hear this sound smooth, sounds more scratchy. Maybe you can't hear it, but that's how I'm always able to tell where I still have the really high spots. I only could tell by wet sanding. If I'm dry sanding, because it just sounds like sanding, you know, to me. So it just sounds scratchy all the time. I'm just sanding without wet sanding. Yeah, as long as those once you get down so far, you can go all the way down the fiberglass in the cracks, which is suggested, or once they completely disappear. So see, I can still see a few right in there. So I'm gonna have to work in this area just do a little bit more. I mean, they're just barely there. We'll come back to it. So I'm going to try something completely different. You know how I glaze this. I'm going to do a little, I can feel it right here. You know, that glaze might work there instead of the Bondo. It's just a slight groove right there. So that glaze might work better than that Bondo. Kind of glad I was introduced to that stuff. So, but overall, this hood really is in good shape. This one's more of just a scuff and go. Of course, I'm not doing I don't need do a whole lot because I already did all the edges and everything on it. So it might go a lot faster than the rest of this body. You know, because up front I did the spoiler, the wheel wells and everything, so it took a lot of fiberglass. And so I'd like to get this hood smoothed out and primered for now, and then I'll wait till my little it's not scoop, the vent. So when the vent gets here, then I can cut my section for my hood there, you know. And then I'll take the hood off. And redo the underside and the, you know, make it look all real nice. So I know a lot of people have said, oh, just take the hood off. Well, it's harder to do the top of the hood, you know, while it's just sitting there, if it's not attached to something, because, you know, it's going to have that little movement back and play, you know, back and forth play to whatever surface you have it on. So that's the main reason. And then I can get, like I said, my lines. I got all my lines lined up just right and everything. So, all right, let this dry up. We'll put some glaze on here, since there's not really a whole lot of like deep scratches. So we're just gonna put one quick coat over the top and see what it turns out to be like. Alright, let's go ahead and just kind of start here. Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad Ejab mentioned this glaze, because it just, this is a lifesaver for me, you know. So this just right into those cracks and give it a nice little, just a little skiff. Ooh. There we go. Okay, way right there. Kind of funny, I'm kind of preferring this now over the Bondo. Right up to that edge. Okay. Now we'll come this way. Yep. All right. Play with it, see if they can. I'm feeling my little badge holes. Right up to that edge here. Enough for that. Groove there. All right. Okay. It looks like pretty much all of it. Get a toothpick to poke through that one hole.